Welcome to 7 Tarot. To become an experienced navigator, you need to get lost once in a while. And before you know it, you don't need a map at all to show you the stars. Here, in these videos, we dive deep into remote viewing, a powerful ability to perceive events, people, and places beyond time and space. Using this intuitive practice, which can also be known as automatic drawing and writing, we explore past, present, and future predictions, uncovering hidden truths the tarot cards cannot give you alone, and revealing messages the universe wants you to hear. Through remote viewing, we access information beyond the 5 senses, offering detailed insights that can help you navigate life with confidence and clarity. If you're seeking answers, guidance, or a deeper connection to the unknown, you're in the right place. Subscribe and join the journey. Let's unlock the mysteries together.
Pisces, how you getting on? So I feel like I'm standing in a queue just waiting to be next. Next. So it's like you're waiting, like in a waiting room for a doctor's appointment or an appointment for something. Okay, appointment. And then I'm also hearing ointment, like cream or something that I need. Like I need something from the doctor's, or I need an ointment or a cream for maybe a rash or something that I've got. Okay, I'm also hearing the name Charlotte. Charlotte's Web. Something to do with spiders. Arachnophobia. Okay, or a book. Or the name Brooks or Books. Paper. Paper Chase or Paper Lane. So something to do around writing or buying paper or arts and crafts. Arts and crafts and paper. Either writing a book or journaling or something like that. Anyway, Pisces, how you doing? So sorry about the camera of late. I forgot that I've got HDR on and it makes it look really dark and gloomy and shit and God knows what else. So before we begin your remote viewing, which is not a tarot card reading, by the way, these are the new cards. In case you are interested and you do want to buy them, okay, they are on sale below. There's the 9 of Wands, look. Okay, but these haven't been laminated. These are just spares that I haven't even got the backs on these ones. Okay, some of them I may have. But I just cut these out because they were spares and I just thought, oh, I'll just use them for showing people. Okay, you've already seen the Chariot. Okay, some of these have changed. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the way that you would read this is the fact that she's looking down, okay, feeling down. There's the 9 of Wands, which is the narcissistic card that I just showed you. Okay, and she's worrying the fact that if I go back to my past, I could still be suffering through PTSD when really what I want is a family. Okay, but because of my traumatic past, it could be bothering me. So I'm actually slightly looking down, thinking about all of the things that are within the memories of what I really want, which is in the coin. Okay. But I really need to start healing and becoming myself again before I start moving on back to my past. Okay. So if you are interested in my deck, you can buy them on finance. Okay. Pay them in 1, 2, 3, or 4. That goes for readings and cards. Okay, so whatever it is that you can buy from my store is finance, or you can just pay for the whole thing. I am considering doing remote viewings for people, but I'm going to have to let you know about that because you have to be a certain kind of person for me to be able to do it. And I'm having people asking me, can you draw my twat flame? And I don't do that. Right, so anyway, I'll tell you at the end. You're right, Pisces, long time no see. So I'm hearing Lulu. Or Lucy, okay, or Lucifer, could be a Capricorn that you could be dealing with. But anyway, I feel like that I am standing, okay, in a queue waiting to be next, okay, or waiting to be seen. So for some of this, it might be like doctors, okay, and a doctor's appointment, okay, and like I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. And waiting, and it feels like that I'm in a waiting room, like a hospital or something like that, and I'm waiting on some news. And it's like, well, you're next. Okay, so it's like, oh, shit. It's like that you're on the phone waiting, and then it's like, okay, there are 3 people in front of you, and you are 4th. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries. Okay, but whichever way around it is, I'm waiting on this news so we can, okay, well, I heard move. Okay, because it feels like I need to move forward. So move on with my life. So some of you need to just move on from the past, because the past is over. That's what I'm hearing. The past is no longer there. It's over. Okay. Because whatever it is, Pisces, that's in your energy, it's about leaving something behind. For some of you, it's moving, and it's a house. Okay. And we are leaving this house or this state or country, whatever it is. Okay. And we're leaving it all behind. It's in the past. Okay. So if that is moving a house, that's obviously moving from this one to this one. You'll have to excuse my printer if you can hear it, because I'm printing off shitloads of cards at the moment that are all in stock, if I didn't mention it. Okay. But it feels like that I'm moving a house, moving from this one to this one, but it doesn't feel, for some of you, it doesn't feel like it's far. Like, it's not next door, but it doesn't feel like it's far to go, unless it's from Virgo, okay, or the name Ferguson. Okay, somebody can have ginger hair. Okay. Now, I'm also picking up that somebody might live in an outhouse. I don't know what you call them in different parts of the country, but it's like, here's the house that, say, my partner lives in or my parents live in, right here. And on the side of a house is normally like a smaller house, but like a granny annex is what we call them in the UK. Okay. And it's normally where people have a building on the side of their building, so an elderly person can live there. I'm also hearing elderly residents. So some of you may be a nurse, okay, and you go from house to house, okay, visiting elderly residents, elderly people. Some of you could be traveling, right? But I'm picking up more of like, this is what I do from work. I go from here to here, and I visit the elderly, okay? NHS, elderly, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? Working for house is what we call it. I don't know. I don't want to go into it. You know what I mean? For the elderly, right? Some of you could do that for a living. Some of you, you're actually inquiring moving. But like I said, for some reason, I'm picking up like someone might be living in a shed. Like shed 7. So that would be a number 7. That would be a Cancerian or a life path 7. And I'm living or spending a lot of my time in a shed. Well, that's kind of like, why am I picking up like a shed? I just keep hearing it, Shed 7, which is a band, but a shed. Hello, I'm a shed. And I stay there a lot. It's like men do this quite a lot. Like, it's like my man cave. I spend most of my time in my man cave. It's like a luxury shed that's all done up for someone that's got like a television, a TV, blah, 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 so on and so forth. It's not a house. It's more of made of wood, right? It's made of wood. A wooden house or a wooden shack, okay, or the name Jack or Jay. Anybody's got Jay in the name. Okay. So let's see. So I don't know what that message is coming through, but it's for someone. That's where I live. That's where I spend most of my time, or that's where I move into, is like a wooden shed. Or it's where I work out of. I'm also picking up I work out, maybe going to the gym, but I work outside in this like shed for some reason, right? I don't know. Like, is it where, I don't know, like for me, for instance, right, I'm making all these cards and I still haven't done it yet, but I do need to clear out my room, this other room that I've got, right, in this house, clear out and clear everything up and move it from the room to the shed. That is, I am a Piscean, by the way. That is kind of coming up for me. So I need to clear out a room and move it into the garage. Garage, right? Garage door. Some of you may have a problem with your garage door or something like that. Then I'm also hearing DAW. So people that are into mixing and mastering, like I'm mastering my own music. I make my own music. So for you guys that where this message doesn't relate, a DAW is basically what producers would use to make music. Sorry if I'm rolling a cigarette, but I do smoke. Right, so music producers out there, you know what I mean? I use Ableton. Okay, Ableton Live 11. So I'm mixing and mastering. I'm into music. I make my own music. And I use a DAW in order to make that. DAW. Okay. I can't remember what DAW actually stands for, to be fair. But it is like a music suite. Okay. Again, it's like an ensuite. Okay, like an ensuite. I keep saying it, I keep repeating myself. Sorry, that's just the messages coming through. They normally come through as like an echo. Unless your name's Eki. But like an ensuite. So it's like a bathroom or something that's on the side of a house. Something like that, like an ensuite bathroom or a granny annex or a shed. And it may have a toilet or facilities in there. And it's somewhere where I can stay or where I do live. Or I'm moving everything from the house to the shed to make more room in my shed. Now, one of your messages that I picked up before I started this was very similar. And I got a feeling it's very similar to what was going on in your last remote viewing that I did, where it was, this is another fine mess you've got me into, Stanley. Everything is in a mess. So Eton mess, I think that's either Scotland or Wales. I can't remember. But I'm picking up people from Scotland and Wales. UK lot. Oosh. Right? But it feels like clutter. Like I've got fucking papers. I've got boxes. I've got stuff all over the place. I really need to start clearing up. I need to start tidying up. I need to like move. It's like a hoarder, right? I mean, I'm a big hoarder. Okay, like, oh, I don't want to throw that away because I might be able to use that. Are we throwing this away? Well, I don't know. We might use it, so we'll keep that, right? And eventually, you're like, well, something's got to go. We've got to throw something out. So it's like doing what we call in the UK a tip run. Okay, where we can load our car up and we can take it to the recycle centre and then dump it in different units, okay, like big skips, and then we just drive away. It doesn't cost us anything. If you use a commercial van that's listed for a business, you can only use it 12 times. If you use a car that you use daily, you can go as many times as you like. Okay, they try to stop that for like workmen. Like, because if they allowed people to do that, everybody from work, they would like get loads of gravel and all that sort of stuff, and they would always be there taking up all the room and the space. So they limit that, okay, like the amount of times that you can go. But whatever it is, it feels like there are small and large boxes or things that I have to move, right? A couple of things that I might have are big. So I need like a removal van to remove it or someone to come and help me move it. Okay, Steve, but like move. So for you guys that are not actually like moving stuff around and like staying in the same residence, see residents. There's like an elderly resident energy here of like elderly, maybe someone like living with their parents or grandparents or someone coming to stay or something like that. And I need to do the room up. I'm also picking up people that are drinking alcohol for some reason. I've drawn a pint glass there, like alcohol, beer, lager. I don't know why that would be there. Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola? I don't know. Some of you drink Coke or snort Coke? I don't know. Anyway, let's go on. So, I may need to rent a van or rent a person that has a van or Haley to come and help me move all of my stuff to somewhere else. Or I'm staying at the same resident, but we've got loads of clutter, and I need someone to help me move a mattress. It's like a bed mattress or a bed. Something that's large that I can't maneuver and kind of just like throw it in the car and just have done with it. It's like I may want to sell it or something like that. I'm like really teetering on the edge of selling or buying. Some of this is both messages where I'm getting confused. It's like on the market, like for sale sign, selling things. But like this house, this old house, Shaken Stevens, or the name Stephen, or Stevens, Debbie, Dan, Deb, but like for sale, right? It's all going up for sale. And it's next to this house because we're moving, right? Now that's why that's getting confused with the other message, because some of you are not moving, you're just decluttering everything, or you work around somewhere where there's a lot of fucking mess to clear up. Okay. What's there in the name? Claire, clear sentient, clear audient. Some of you could be very obviously, well, you're obviously going to be spiritual watching this, but tapping into the higher realms. Tapping in. Tap. Spinal tap. Have some of you got something wrong with your spine or your back? Okay. That'll be over on the other side. Sorry, man, that thing is making such a noise at the moment. I hope you can't hear it. So if you didn't know, these do go over to the join button. Now, on the join button, I'm going to start implementing like the odd message where I'm not going to be doing like half an hour or an hour channeling. I may just get like one message per star sign and do a very quick remote view per star sign. It only costs $4, bruv, to join the join button below. For that, you get the extended versions of these. You get your tarot card readings for all 12 star signs. And then now you're also more than likely going to get like a daily remote view message. But I can't do all 12 star signs all at once and run a printing company, okay? So just bear with that I'm also flat out, and the fact that I do also do personal readings, okay? So I have a lot going on. It feels like that in your message, because there's other stuff that I'm kind of... Now my television's about to turn off. There's other messages that I've got for you that are coming out. Got Scott, the name's Scott or Scotland's. Right. So just to alliterate again, literate, illiterate, litter. It's like rubbish. Litter or illiterate. Some of you are like me and you can't spell. Okay, like, you know, I'm not stupid. I have ADHD, bro. Like, I'm not daft. But I mean, obviously, like diarrhea, I can't spell fucking diarrhea. Right, but like illiterate or litter, Rut, Russell, Crow, Brandon, Lee, Brand, and also a band, music, and then a brand. It's like I'm making my own brand name, right? My own name is a brand, right? Something that's mine, individual, a brand. Also picking up a band, like gastric band, the name Gaz or Gary. Okay. So let's just do a couple of these cards of mine just to kind of soothe the reading down before we either continue on. There's not that many cards in this deck, so I can't exactly... any prominent messages, please, for Pisces? The Hermit, Life Path 9, Virgo. The Moon, another 9. Well, there's not that many different cards in here. So, ADHD, depression, feeling at a loss, feeling like I can't quite move on with my life yet. I feel down, maybe depressed, probably suffering through PTSD. Okay, I'm dreaming a lot, or Charlotte, but I'm dreaming and thinking about a future partner or a partner. But some of you may not have recovered. Right, you may not have recovered because I'm picking up I'm in recovery. So like I'm recovering from alcohol or drugs, or I am still recovering from an emotional period in my life. Some of you could be on your period, but it's like I'm recovering from an emotional period in my life at the moment. I feel down. Okay. Oh shit, Pisces. You got the devil here. I wish I'd kind of got more cards made. I'll probably end up I've got 6 that are all printed off. I might just take one for myself. Gaslighting, narcissism, addictions, codependent, chained to because this could be like a mortgage and a house, and I'm tied to that. I'm bound to it. Okay, chained. Allison, but I'm chained to this. I can't get out of it. Okay. Someone in the family may be married or something like that, where they're like, because this house or this home, right, if I'm just going to relate it to like closing this section off. See, again, it's like partition. I'm closing this section off so I can't, it's like a house with a partition, and I'm closing this section off. Right, section, C-section, or being sectioned, like in a nut farm, bro. I don't know what that is, but being sectioned in the UK is like I've got to go into like a hospital where I can't open the doors. I can't get out. Like they lock me in a hospital being sectioned, right? Because of like, I don't know, crazy behavior or something. Yeah, like some of this is like being bound and tied to this mortgage, house, home, and I'm tied to it. Okay, and I'm also tired, retired. I'm retired. I'm also hearing like I'm retired, but I'm also very tired. Like I'm very fatigued, tired. I can't be asked. I can't be bothered. That might be all of this. Like there's so much that needs sorting out, and I just haven't got the energy. Like I'm just burnt out. I can't be bothered to get going, to find the motivation. And some of this I did hear is going on in the family. Like there's a lot going on in the family and things that I can't quite explain. that we're still bound to this something. Anyway, Pisces, there you go. These cards might not relate. Like I said, there's only a few out of what I can pick from in it. So, but you just happen to have 2 9s. Okay. But that is kind of the cards. They would be laminated properly, cut out properly. Okay. And put in a box like this. Okay. Who lives in a box like this? Who wants a box like this? So all man-made. Everything is done by my own fair hands. So this is ready to be shipped out today to someone that bought one on the website. So thank you. I can't remember your name at the moment, but it will be delivered today. If you want one, grab one. All the links are provided below to the new shop where you can get finance, paying 1, 2, 3, or 4, and that is also on readings. I now offer mini readings, 1 question and 3 question readings, now that are much cheaper than what the full price was for a reading. So you can order the smaller ones if you like, and you can also pay for those in advance, like on, what do you call it? Finance. You don't have to pay for it all at once. You can have it on finance. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like if you follow me on multimedia, on social media, and you really want discounts and stuff, then keep an eye out because I can also offer you a discount. So please take a look at the store. Okay. Now this reading is going to be, there's a lot more messages that I've got for you, by the way, Pisces. This is just one, really. But whatever messages that are concluded in this reading are going to be on the join button below. It's $4 per month. You also get all what I told you. And then also maybe a few daily little quick messages for everybody that is over there of stuff that is channeled. Okay. So all join buttons below, all links are below. Please make sure you smash the like button. Please make sure you leave the comment and don't skip that because it really helps the algorithm to say, we enjoy this. Now, if the readings do really well, where people are subscribing, they're liking, and the views do really well, I'll do you another one. Okay. That's pretty much what I do. I go through my list, which readings did really well, where people were subscribing and liking. I'll do that. Okay. So thanks very much, guys. All links are provided below, and I'll hopefully see you over on the join button.